For organizing this wonderful event, and to St. Matthias Church for hosting it, and to all of you for attending. Many of you are familiar with what the Bible says in 1 Kings chapter 3. Two prostitutes come to King Solomon, and both have recently given birth. One of the babies dies, and the two prostitutes argue about who is the mother of the surviving child. Solomon orders his servants to bring his sword. He says, "Cut the living child in two and split it between the two women." One woman says, "No, give her the living baby, just don't kill it." The other says, "It shall neither be yours nor mine. Cut it in two." Solomon decides that the child belongs to the mother who wanted to keep the baby alive no matter what, wisely reasoning that the baby's real mother would never allow it to be killed under any circumstances. The point of that passage is that sometimes there are not two sides to every story. Sometimes being neutral and splitting the difference between the two sides is the wrong thing to do. This is a lesson that our president missed. In an ill-advised effort to avoid offending supporters, he misjudged what happened in Charlottesville. He said there were fine people on both sides. No, Mr. President, there were not fine people on both sides. On the side of the people protesting the hate, there were many fine people, most of them ordinary citizens of Charlottesville who wanted their voices heard. Some were Jews cowering in a synagogue, evacuating through the back door. There were thugs among the protesters as well, but that is irrelevant. Likewise, in the Bible, both women were prostitutes, but that didn't matter. The two sides are not equally at fault. The white supremacists, like the woman who wanted the baby to be split in two, displayed a thick, pure evil of the most disturbing kind, an evil that led to the death of protester Heather Heyer. The white supremacists had not a single fine person in their midst. Nobody who carries a tiki torch from Home Depot and yells, "Jews will not replace us," can be a fine person. Nobody who carries a semi-automatic rifle and yells, "There's the synagogue," can be a fine person. Mind you, this is not just a Jewish issue. The torch and pitchfork crowd chose to single out Jews because they have a complicated obsession about us. But it is obvious that they hate everyone here tonight. Catholics, Christians with whom they don't agree, Muslims, blacks, gays, everyone who differs from their ideal. And yet they have the gall to say they love God.
Come on now.
We're all paying attention to tomorrow's eclipse, but we must remember that a different kind of darkness has already arrived. America is lost in that darkness, and the problem is not Confederate statues. Those statues are just symbols of the real problem, which is supremacism. The idea that one group is better than another. Supremacism is the source of pretty much all the suffering in the world. The supremacists in Charlottesville think they are better than everyone else. The North Korean government believes that Koreans are superior to others. ISIS believes their sick and twisted way of life is better than ours or their fellow Muslims. Supremacism is a myth. No race is better than any other race. No ethnic or religious group is better than any other ethnic or religious group. We all have the same basic DNA. We're all human beings. The fiction of supremacism should be in the same category with Bigfoot, unicorns, and vampires. Even though we are a diverse country, we are supposed to be united on certain issues of basic morality. One such issue is that white supremacism and Nazism and anything of that ilk is evil. End of sentence. Full stop. Equivocation and wishy-washiness put stress on the seams that hold our country together. Tonight, our nation bleeds. We Americans all have to come together to heal the deep wound. We call what we are doing tonight a vigil because we must always be vigilant. God bless you all.